What's up, people? Back with another reaction, back with some more Madonna. And we're going back to the 1984 album Like a Virgin, and we're up to the interestingly phrased "Love Don't Live Here Anymore." There's a colloquial phrasing, there's a folksy or down-to-earth, everyday speech type of feel to it, rather than having a more poetic or literary sound, where it's, a bit more elegantly crafted. I don't know, I would say implied to me, one of the connotations of the phrase is that one has been through an intense and ultimately painful love experience, because the idea that love doesn't live around here anymore, it used to live here, right? Like, it used to be there. It used to reside in someone's mind, someone's feelings, someone's experiences, but that does not exist anymore. So there's, I think, an implication of severe pain or heartbreak, and therefore the person wants nothing to do with love anymore. It makes me think of that, what is it, Tom Jones song, the I'll Never Fall in Love Again. It has a bit of that feel to it. Now, there could be a twist to it. It could be that they want love to happen, it's just not occurring. They're not finding someone that really clicks in that way. So perhaps it's not feeling jaded or bitter toward romance or love, but rather just the dearth or absence of it, the barren nature of their romantic life. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like it could go a couple different ways, even taking it on a everyday experience from someone who's been hurt sort of feel. And then ultimately, it could be something different than that. It could be about just not feeling like the world is manifesting kind actions or kind people, or that out in the world it seems so brutal and hard and tough rather than warm and sheltering and inviting and hopeful. So it could be like a larger sort of statement. So if I had to guess among those possibilities, which of course do not exhaust the possible themes at play, I would say maybe the idea that someone has been hurt and is now a bit jaded toward even the sheer possibility of future romantic engagement. But let's find out. This is Madonna, "Love Don't Live Here Anymore," from the 1984 album Like a Virgin. Oh, I like that. Acoustic guitar? Yeah. Interesting vibe in this one.
You abandoned me.
Oh.
Love don't live here anymore.
I feel like this would be an easy song to tap into your sad emotions with.
Just a vacancy. Love don't live here anymore.
What an interesting.
When you lived inside of me, there was nothing I could conceive that you wouldn't do for me. Trouble seems so far away. You showed that right away, baby. You abandoned me. Love don't live here anymore. Just a vacancy. Love don't live here anymore.
I love the way she's singing. I love the cold, soft vibes to the tune. It's different than most of the early stuff we've been listening to from her. Strings I will always love.
Love don't live here anymore.
This is one of my favorites
Just
already.
emptiness and memories of what we had before. You ran away, found another place to stay, another home. You abandoned me. Love don't live here
Not just you left, but you abandoned me. You brought me out here, and then now what? You're
Just a
gone.
vacancy. Love don't live here anymore.
That's beyond. There's one other Madonna tune, which I've talked about it before, that I've known for a long time, that made me very emotional when I heard it and just seemed to like really hit on some experiences I had had, and that's The Power of Goodbye. This one made me emotional. I like the second half of that reaction. I was like really struggling to kind of rein it in. Her vocal delivery, unbelievable. As I said, it's different from most of what I've been hearing on these first two albums. And again, as I mentioned, it's already come to a larger and more expanded understanding. But at the beginning of this deep dive, if you had said to me, what does early Madonna sound like? I would say, well, as far as I know, it sounds like Lucky Star. It sounds like, that early 80s, mid 80s synth pop, fun sort of groove. This is something else entirely, and yet it's from one of her very early iconic albums. It's from '84. So yeah, it was amazing. It made me emotional. Her vocal delivery, especially those extensions, and when she really got to that more deep and rich kind of belting, which, as I said, it was giving me Alison Moyet vibes. And anytime you do that as a singer, you've definitely done something good. And yeah, it's a type of song that it felt like it was in the most likely direction I was thinking in advance, which is, someone feels like they've been left behind by someone else and they're trying to pick up the pieces and they feel abandoned, as she kept saying, but she's still longing for the feeling. And it's that, how could I ever, love in a normal way again if you're gone? Like, life doesn't make sense anymore. It had that kind of feel. So really awesome track. Maybe my favorite Madonna tune I've heard so far. I mean, it's hard. Like, again, a couple of these tunes, Lucky Star, I've known for a long time. I've always loved the groove of that. Again, Power of Goodbye has a very special place, like in my personal history. But yeah, this hit me in the moment as hard as maybe any other song of hers except for Power of Goodbye, which again, that was for more, it was a song listened to by one of my exes, and at that point when it was hitting me in this way, it was because of where, that relationship had gone. But yeah, this was like a really powerful song. Really impressed by this one. Do let me know what you think. I'm curious if people, see this as more like anomalous compared to the, rest of her early phase, which again, part of why it immediately struck my ear is because the atmosphere at the beginning, it felt a bit heavier, a bit, not ballad, but a bit more like mournful. So yeah, just really cool. And I'm curious what people think about this one. So let me know. I will see you next time. Peace.